Asgard, the golden city, glimmered under the night sky. But the kingdom's radiance was threatened. Ymir, the frost giant, had shattered the Bifrost, cutting off the connection to other worlds, and worse, preventing Thor's return. The god of thunder, exiled in Midgard, was unable to protect his home. Now, dark clouds carried the biting cold of the giant, relentlessly advancing upon the grand Asgard. Before we dive into the epic battle, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment below what other theme you'd like to see in our next videos. In the Grand Hall, Asgard's warriors gathered. Sigrid, their leader, was known for her bravery. Her helmet, adorned with raven wings, and her gleaming sword were symbols of her power. At her side stood Freya, the archer whose gaze pierced through impossible targets, and Astrid, who wielded a heavy mace with the strength of 1,000 storms. They knew that Asgard's defense rested on their shoulders. We can't wait for Thor. The Bifrost is destroyed and Ymir is advancing. If we don't stop him, Asgard will soon fall under eternal ice, Sigrid declared with fierce determination. Without hesitation, they marched toward Asgard's gates. From atop the walls, they could see the colossal figure of Ymir, whose presence made the ground tremble. The giant advanced, his footsteps echoing like distant thunder. Each step froze the ground around him, transforming the Golden City into a white and desolate landscape. The cold was relentless, and the air seemed to freeze to the bone. Freya, use the flaming arrows, slow him down. Astrid, you and I will focus on destabilizing him, commanded Sigrid. Freya wasted no time. She quickly prepared a series of arrows, dipped in fire. With frightening precision, her arrows cut through the air, hitting the most vulnerable spots on the giant's thick skin. The flames danced around Ymir, irritating him, but not stopping him. His eyes shone with a primordial hatred, and he raised an enormous hand covered in ice, sending an avalanche of snow toward the warriors. "Behind me!" Sigrid shouted, raising her enchanted shield. The impact of the snow was devastating, but they withstood it. Astrid, with all her strength, swung her mace against the ice accumulating at the giant's feet, trying to break his foundation. The blows echoed like war drums, but Ymir seemed immune, absorbing the icy energy around him. Every second made the battle more desperate, and the giant advanced inexorably toward the heart of Asgard. For a brief moment, Sigrid felt the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. The future of her people depended on her. Her eyes scanned Ymir's massive body, looking for a weakness. And then she saw it. At the center of the giant's chest, a crystal of ice pulsed with sinister energy. That was where Ymir's power was concentrated. It was their only chance. "Freya! Astrid! We need a distraction! His heart! It's our only hope!" Sigrid shouted, pointing to the crystal on the giant's chest. Freya, ever swift, shot an arrow directly into Ymir's eyes, blinding him temporarily with a burst of light. The giant roared, his fury shaking the air around him like an ice storm. Astrid wasted no time. With her titanic strength, she struck the giant's legs, causing him to lose his balance and fall to his knees, shaking the ground. Sigrid, seizing the opportunity, ran nimbly across the giant's frozen body. Every step was a battle against the intense cold emanating from Ymir. Reaching his chest, the warrior felt the menacing pulse of the crystal. Without hesitation, with all the strength she had left, Sigrid raised her sword and plunged it deep into the ice crystal. A deafening roar echoed across the skies. The giant shattered into a cascade of ice, its fragments falling like snow across the battlefield. Asgard was safe, for now. As the sun slowly rose on the horizon, painting the sky in shades of gold and red, the warriors panted, covered in layers of ice and sweat. The silence that followed the giant's destruction was almost as deafening as the battle. Freya, still holding her bow, looked at the leader. "We stopped him," Astrid said, smiling despite the exhaustion. Sigrid, though victorious, knew the war was far from over. Without the Bifrost, Asgard remained isolated, vulnerable to new threats. For now, yes. But as long as Thor is away and the bridge destroyed, we are Asgard's last line of defense. The three warriors exchanged glances, aware that their duty was only just beginning. At that moment, they raised their weapons to the sky, making a silent oath. Until Thor's return, Asgard would not fall. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. And until the next videos.